Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Usually Fixing and Tinkering, and finally we get the 50 Shades of Panther Black out for the MOT, and oh my god, it was amazing. First time in 6 months I've driven that car just from the garage to the house, and I was just like saying hello to an old friend, just slipping on an old pair of shoes. It fits perfectly, and hopefully we'll get a pass, but you never know with these things, especially emissions. I'm more concerned about the emissions. But if I just take you over here, and yeah, you can see her, lovely. She's looking great, isn't she? And do you know what? There's a spot of deterioration anywhere, apart from this stupid, I don't know how that happened. Please, it's so annoying. I did mention that I painted that mirror, and then I painted the other mirror in a subsequent episode. Yeah, it's a bit more orange peely. I need to go back again. Unfortunately, rattle canning will only do so much, but it looks so much better than the plastic one before. Bit more in keeping, but at the end of the day, it is how it is. So I've just gone round and just done a little bit of cleaning, but everywhere else is really nice. Excuse me, I don't know what all this rubbish is on these carpets. I do love these carpets. Just take them out and yo. I mean, it's not as if the MOT man's going to mark me down for that, but anyway, main things to note: just check your hazards, headlights and that sort of thing. Just do the basics. It takes literally 2 minutes, and you don't have to bother about the reverse light, because Focus Mark 1s, like every pre-2009 September car in the UK, are not tested for reverse lights, but it does work. I still test it because I want to know it works. If it doesn't work, that would annoy me. The only thing that I noticed on my drive down here is a lot of noise actually from this wheel, which it's not a wheel bearing, it's a disc brake, because this was the worst one in terms of pitting. And we're getting there, but you can see all this here. That's what's causing the noise. Hopefully by the time I get to the garage, it'll calm down a lot. But I'll probably explain that to them, that the car's been sitting for a while and it might be a bit frilly when it comes to the brake test. But I think it will clean off before then. It's cleaned up in just a mile from the garage. But everything's in massive fine fashion, and yeah, brilliant. Right, let's get on. I'm going to leave you be here, and we'll join Andrew outside the garage after the result of the MOT test. Yeah, after a couple of hours, as you can see, it was absolutely fine, and yeah, they certainly got it to temperature. If you heard the fan kicking as the tester was reversing it back there, and no problems, straight pass, no advisories whatsoever. I'm really pleased, but on a car this age, no matter how well they're looked after, there's always some element of risk. Some things can crop up. I tell you what, this MOT tester, he really does pull this handbrake up, and I've got a feeling I might have to adjust the handbrake again, because it has gone a bit sloppy, as they always do. There was a couple of things that I've noticed this morning, but mainly brakes are absolutely fine now. They were making quite a noise this morning. It was sort of, as you were going down the road, you pressed the brake and it went, it was rust on the disc. That is the only thing I would say, where drum brakes are much better on classic cars that are stored and used seldomly for over the winter, and then you come back in March and it's like everything works. But with disc brakes, they get rusty, they get furry, and it does sound pretty bad. But I'm glad to say the noise is pretty much gone. I think the tester has been very much pressing the brake pedal all the way down, because that has really cleared up. He's put that on the rolling road and he has really pushed the brakes to the limit there, so I'm glad it's been put through its paces. On this side it's still showing signs of minor pitting around the sides, but it's all cleared off quite easily. I'm really pleased about that, and yeah, not a surprise. If I just bring you in the car, dirty blooming water from the washers again. Yeah, so I'm so pleased now. I'm back on the road and this car starts like, wow, it's always done. So if I bring you in here and I'll show you this, I'm just going to watch that date. Natural fast idle, which was 0.14 on the CO2. Okay, now that's not too bad. It's as I say, this cat it's a rubbish cat. It's absolutely rubbish. I am seeing an opportunity to take this off and replace it with a better one at a later date, which is why I think my long-term fuel trim readings have been off for a while. It's the cat. It 100% is. And that's my conclusion to all that faffing around I did last year, where I concluded absolutely nothing. But the fact is, it's the cat. It really is. The CO reading 0.04 at fast idle. That's really good. That's pretty healthy. That's as low as what you can be. Obviously 0.20 is the max, and 20 hydrocarbons. Wow, that's really good, because years ago I was struggling with hydrocarbons. So clearly some really good servicing over the years has gone to fruition on that one. So there is something, unfortunately, I've noticed, and there is always a dull moment in a really positive day. My odometer keeps on binging up the digits. I mean, it might come up in a second while I'm talking. That is, I've had this for years on this Speedo. It has funny characteristics. Luckily, it's never done the death knell of dash, 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 dash. That's when your Speedo needs to come out for resoldering. The solder that Ford used was awful. And if any of you have got a Mark II Focus, if you have a Speedo fault, you will have engine management issues, because the Speedo does control a lot in the engine management system. It's all linked, whereas this is just an old-fashioned Speedo. It's not good. You could literally disconnect the Speedo, throw it on the side and drive without any clocks. Obviously not legally, but still you could do that and there'd be absolutely no problem with a Mark 1, which is why I just love Mark 1s, because when that goes, you're not stuck. You just send it off, or if you know someone who can solder them, repair them, there's plenty of places. So if I have to, hey, there we go, it's just done it now. Oh yeah, it's done it again. Yep, there you go, you can see it doing it. So it is flickering a little bit. It is literally flickering on camera, so you really have to be aware about it. But apart from that, I'm going to leave things here, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to stick this GoPro on the side of the car, and I'll finish this episode here. Take care, guys, and I look forward to seeing some of you in some of the Ford Focus Mark 1 meets, and hope to get this car out straight away. Got to tax it next. Yes.